Hello, everybody, and thank you very much for being here today when we are going to dedicate today's talk to MyHeritage search engine, but exclusively for the library edition, meaning the access that you and your patrons can have not only physically from the library, but also very importantly, remote from their home through the website of the library. My name is Daniel Horowitz, and I am the genealogy expert at MyHeritage. And among my duties is to contact genealogy societies, bloggers, medias, and also you people from libraries and other societies. And I also lecture and do webinars at any time and everywhere. I am dedicated to genealogy since 1986, and I had the opportunity to be the teacher and study guide editor of the Family History Project Searching for My Roots in Venezuela for 15 years. I am now also involved on projects of digitization and transcription, and I'm also volunteering my time to the Israel Genealogy Society. A little bit about MyHeritage, the company that was founded in 2003, opened the doors to the public in 2005, and since then, definitely not a new kid on the block. It has a goal, and all the features and all the products and all what MyHeritage does is to try help you connect your past, your present, and your future. We do that by empowering you to discover what makes you who you are. And we started as a family tree platform, and today we have more than 50 million family trees. Inside them, 4 billion profiles and 110 million users that are actually managing those family trees. We also have 12.45 to be exact, billion historical records, and probably this will be the most important detail for you today because you are going to get access to each and every of those records. We also have 4 million DNA kits that they're getting matches and ethnicity regions. If people want to go the extra mile, they can also have health reports with a different product that we offer, probably less relevant for this public today, but definitely what is very important also for you is that all this is available in 42 languages, and you will understand in a few moments why this is such importance. Actually, it is part of what makes us different. The fact that MyHeritage is based in Israel, but has legs and hands both in the United States and in other places of the world make us a global company. We sell our products and we have presence in every country. We also try to be as friendly and approachable as we can. And if we're not doing a good job, please let us know. We love always to hear from our users. People say that we have a superior technology, and today I'm going to show you actually how behind the scenes all that technology works in your favor to be able to get to the right records and to the right information that you want. And also very important for you, we have exclusive databases that MyHeritage helped digitize, help transcribe, help make them available, not only databases from the US, but from Europe and around the world as well. Okay, so we're talking about the MyHeritage search engine that looks like probably any other search engine that you are used to, but the goal is to help you discover, or to help your patrons discover your relative. It's try to be easy, efficient, and smart, and has very unique technologies that I'm going to show you now. You will notice that all the screenshots that I have today are tagged as library edition. And yes, there is a difference between the regular edition that people can see at home and the library edition that we offer. So what people do here, normally you will type a name of a person, you will get into the search button, you will get the answers, you select any answer that you want, and you see the record. That's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you are used to do this in other search engines, but what makes MyHeritage different? So let's go back a few steps and go and analyze everything that I show you up till now. First, different type of records. MyHeritage has all kind of records. They're classified according to categories, and those categories into subcategories, and then the collections itself. You can choose any one of those collections and search in those collections only. Now, at any time and for any collection, MyHeritage will offers you an advanced search. And this advanced search will offer you more fields to search for the family or the people that you are looking for. Now, those fields and those forms are flexible and depends on each one of the categories that you are interested on. Because obviously, if you're talking about birth, marriage, census, or military, the birth information will be important to find the right person. But if you are looking into directories or phone books, you will not find over there the birth date. So it will be ridiculous to ask you for the birth date when you are searching for an address or a phone. The military information may not have also the death information because probably the person was living while active duty. So each one of those forms and each one of those categories are specifically designed and taking into account the information that the records are going to have. Now, MyHeritage may be the only search engine that will allow you to find somebody with multiple events and relationship without really knowing who that person is. A mystery person that, let's say I know it was born around this year, or it married or died around a specific year. You can add multiple events over there. You can also search for the son of or the sibling of. And even if I still have no idea what the name is of that person that I'm looking for, I will be able to find that mysterious person just by the information surrounding that individual over there. Now, there is a way to search for last names in a fuzzy mode or sound like. MyHeritage has some options for you to choose, and we have some defaults that you can leave and use, including one proprietary technology, the Megadex, that we had developed according to our experience in technology and names. But we also apply this technology for the first time to first names. So here we will take synonyms, we will take like first letters as to match the initials, we will take knowing words that will help, like for example Robert and Bob, okay, or Alex and Sasha. We know that this may be the same person, so we will take all that into consideration if you allow us to do a fuzzy search and not an exact search. And of course, at any time you can click and do an exact search. Also, partial dates are important here because not everybody knows exactly when that event happened. So you can put over there a year and then put plus minus 2, 3, or 5 years, and we will look for its amounts of years before and after the date you are providing, so you have a range of dates that we're taking in account. And finally, but very important as well, a free text, words, or even addresses, places, or any keywords that will help the search to find the right person. Now, the results are going to be ranked with a score depending how good they match the search. Of course, that if you search for Smith and we have 1,000 Smith, they all are going to match more or less what you are looking for. But if you are more specific and you add more information, we're going to be able to rank those results and say how good they are through your search. And what's going to happen here is as long as you go down this page, and it's a multi-page result, so you go to the second and the third page, this will work pretty much exactly as Google. And I don't know a lot of people that go beyond probably the second or third page today in Google. So once you see the score going down and once the pages are going down, you need to start doing proactive things to improve that search. One of the things that you can do is just filter by a subcategory or collection to try to find the people that you're looking for in those specific collections. And I will always suggest people to start with a general or broader search and then start focusing in more specific areas or collections. The other thing that you can do here is refilter the results by names, dates, or places. If you know that I'm looking for a Frank, but the father name is David and the mother name is Mariah, I can select those and I can see that the results are going to be reduced in numbers, and probably I will get the person that I am looking for. Now, if you need to edit this search, you don't need to go back and lose all what you have done up till here. You just need to press the edit button and you will see whatever you have written there for your query and question. And here you can add more fields. In this case, I can add, for example, a place, which I didn't use at the beginning, and let's pick the state of Florida. And now when I resubmit my search, that piece of information is going to be added and the results should be more exact. Now let's go into one specific record to see what do you see on the record. Well, first, you always see the name of the person and the collection where we found the person. In this case, the 1940 US Census. On the right side of the screen, you have a description. What is this collection? What type of records I will have? And you can see more about that specific collection as well. In the center, you will see the transcription from the record, whatever information was typed and recovered from the record. And if you go a little bit down, you will see details of the record itself, in this case, the census page. But I am a genealogist, and you will excuse me, I don't trust anybody. I want to see the images, and probably you should suggest your patrons also to go down and try to look for the image, because multiple things can happen between the transcription and the image. Here you have, whenever possible, MyHeritage will display the image, And yes, unfortunately, not every collection for multiple reasons have images. But when you have them, you will be able, first of all, to blow this and zoom in and see the image bigger. Even with my 48 years of life, sometimes I can really don't see this if I don't zoom the most I can. You can zoom with the minus or the plus and minus that you have on the left side. You can also download or print this record, or you can just simply exit back this and go to the previous screen. But another recommendation that you should make to your patrons, especially if the names of their families is either on the top or the bottom of the record, and you know what, even if not, because families wanted to stay together always. So in this case, if I'm talking about a census and I find the person I was looking for, probably in the other pages, I have more family, more relatives, or other relatives that I wasn't aware of that were living close together. So MyHeritage has a pagination option, and you can either go back and forth or jump to any specific page that you have and you want. Now, back to the original record, okay? You will see on the right side also that MyHeritage found other records to this individual or individuals mentioned in this record. So you can jump here from record to record and make sure that you're getting all the information that you can about that person. Yep, right there is where you have it. Now, a technology that we use, and you don't need to do anything for this to happen, but it's for you to know that it will be always applied. The reason for that technology is because you may be searching in English, but there are records in other languages. I don't know how many of you know to read and write Greek, Hebrew, or Spanish, Russian, and Ukrainian. Yes, some of those have difference on the spelling or the pronunciation of names. Others are totally different alphabets. And what MyHeritage knows is how to translate any name that any person will search into any of those languages and bring you results in that language as well. More than that, MyHeritage uses examples of dictionaries. In my case, I have a cousin named Alexander, but everybody knows him as Alex. So the question that I always get is I should look for him as Alexander or as Alex. And I know some of you are saying Alexander, some of you will agree with Alex, even a group of you will say both. But I will tell you that you are all wrong. Because if you really looked at all the ways that you have to spell the word or the name Alexander or Alex or Alejandro in Spanish, or Alexander with a double X or with all kind of typos when people are trying to write, or Sasha, as I said before, Sasha, Sasho, Xander, all kind of different possibilities for that name. MyHeritage applies all of them automatically. The idea is to be able to show you the person that you are looking for, no matter in what language you are searching. In this case, I'm searching in English, and my person is found in the Ukraine church books, obviously in Ukrainian, but MyHeritage found my guy and not even found it in Ukrainian. It's back translating the record, the name on the record, so I can understand which one of those is really my person. Now, what if I will be searching in another language What happened with English? It works exactly the same. As you can see here in this example, I am searching in Hebrew, I'm finding my people in English. It works both ways. Now, it is every genealogist's dream to find the family in the newspapers. And the reason for that is because the newspapers has all the stories and histories of their family. And MyHeritage has a lot of newspapers. And I know that in the past you have heard that the newspapers are not part of the library collection. So I can tell you right now and today that even with the library edition, you will get all the newspapers that MyHeritage has on its collection. Not only that, but you should know that MyHeritage applies OCR and artificial intelligence to detect which articles are relevant for genealogy and the names that can appear not in any regular structure record, but in an article that it's no other thing than a bunch of letters in no particular order. So here you can also apply the flexibility on the dates because you may not know exactly when that obituary or that marriage announcement appears, and also the place, which is very important because if you're looking for a person in a particular area, the newspaper of that area or probably areas around may have information about that person. Now, once you have searched for a person, and you will find in, again, this is one collection of many newspapers. What if you want to filter or to refine the search by the title of the newspaper? Well, right here on the bottom left, as we had before, names, now I will have the different titles of the newspaper. So if I want to focus on the Pittsburgh area, I will select the Pittsburgh Press and I will find 82 results of my person. Now look at the highlight. You see how MyHeritage found not only Daniel Horowitz, which was actually what I was looking for, but also Daniel L. Horowitz, which may be my middle name, or the words Horowitz and then Daniel that are not in the same order and may have even more characters in the middle of those names. Now, a question that I get always is, okay, so there is this library edition that people can see at the library or at home, but there's also the home edition that MyHeritage has for regular users, subscribers, or people that don't want to go through the library. What is the advantage and what is the difference? Well, first of all, the library edition will be totally free for your patrons. So that is definitely an incentive why using the library edition. Now, the library edition will not allow you to use the personal menu. What you're seeing here in the screen now, it's a regular page of MyHeritage where you see the family tree, discoveries, DNA, health, and research. So I will not be able to use the collection catalog from the library edition, but there are other ways and we're working in order to allow you and everybody else to see the catalog and to see what is coming new or what we just have released. Another thing, and if you have been paying attention to my presentation, you will see that this record seems like the one I presented to you before, but has one major difference. The library edition will not allow people to save the record to their trees because with the library edition actually does not recognize the person who is navigating right now. So there's no connection to the tree. There's no way to save the record into their family trees. Also, MyHeritage has an option that allows you to suggest alternative whenever you find an error. That is also something that people will not be able to do in the library edition. And finally, because we don't know who the people are, it's just, again, the IP of the library and the library account being used, people will not be able to post comments on the records. And those are features that only subscribers to MyHeritage will be able to use. Now, again, all 12.45 currently billion records available in MyHeritage will be available to you at the library and to your patrons, both at the library and at home, through the library edition. And they will get all the records for free. So that is the huge advantage and the reason why you are going to be able to offer this as a service. Now, there are many benefits along with this library edition. The remote access, and it's probably today one of the most important ones. It's so important that even other databases that were not had remote access before, now in a temporary way, they are allowing people to have remote access. I can already tell you that is not going to be like that for a long time. MyHeritage has some international databases, exclusive databases that are available only to our patrons and our users. We have multilingual support, and yes, you may all be, or the majority may be from the United States, but if you have patrons that speaks other languages and then may need support in specific languages, MyHeritage will give you support on that. And probably also one of the most important things is the growing databases that we are adding almost every week. For example, and at this point, I can show you what's new in MyHeritage. We have released just a few days ago a very nice collection of Greek records, and that is totally exclusive to MyHeritage. Some New Zealand records, the German North Rhine Death Index, and more recent, we are releasing thousands of records from New Zealand, of course, also from the United States. Now, you, the librarians, how you can be in touch, how you can get always the latest news from MyHeritage, very easy. You can go into this address and actually register into the circle of friends of MyHeritage. And this is not for regular users. Again, this is for speakers, this is for head of societies, this is for librarians. You will see a form over there with a few pieces of information. You will understand that this is only really for an exclusive group of people. Now, I have placed that URL in the chat, and also the URL from our friends at EBSCO. And if you want more information about a trial, if you want more information about prices, if you really want to know how you can have all these benefits and all this search engine available at your library and remote only for your patrons, all what you need to do, and I'm pretty sure you already have an account representative from EBSCO, or you can go into the URL that I am showing you here, and I will make sure that you get it also by email by tomorrow with the URL or the link to the recording of this presentation. The EBSCO representative will have all the information that you need because they are the ones selling and working with you to get you this benefit at your library. I would like to thank you all for your interest and for being here. I will be more than happy to answer any other questions that you have. If I saw correctly, we even have an EBSCO representative in the chat, and I see already a few questions here. So let's start answering. And just in case, if not, MyHeritage has a general FAQ section under myheritage.com/help, where you can find also information about all our features, including our search engine. So Nancy is asking, can you save records to your computer? Well, Nancy, yes, you can download, and let's call it that, download the image of the record to your computer at any time without any problem. What you cannot do is saving the record to your family tree through the library edition. Can you access family trees through the library edition, is asking Nancy as well. Yes, family trees are going to be part of the results, and you will be able to see the names and the details of individuals in family trees without any problem. Those are part of the 12.45 billion records that you want. Will your multilingual staff help with translations, Donna? No, unfortunately, no. There are support people trained to help you and your patrons to connect to the library edition, to search and to overcome technical difficulties with the platform, not to do translations. Unfortunately, we will not be able to help you on that. Hannah, can pretty all the information we find in MyHeritage be trusted, or should each find be further research? Okay, Hannah, it will depend on what information are you talking. If the information is coming from a tree, well, I agree with you to put a question sign next to that piece of information. If it's coming from the record, well, it's coming from a record. That is how it was recorded. But it may be wrong. I have seen birth certificates on my own family that are wrong, but that's how the record is and was recorded. Nothing that we can do. Tammy is asking me to share again the link for the the bit.ly for the EBSCO contact details is right there again in the chat, and you can see it also here in the questions. How much is the home edition, if patron ask? Well, Becky, the right question for you will be the same that I'm going to give you. I don't know, because each one will need to go into their home computers, will need to go into MyHeritage. And the reason for that is that sometimes we have discounts and we have promotions. So if I will tell you now $120, when you go back home, it may be $90, or it may go up to $130, $140, okay? So I really don't know. I am the genealogist of the company, not the salesperson, and I will definitely suggest you to stick to that. Does MyHeritage include any records from Asian countries? Randall, yes. We have a few records. We have a lot of family trees. Asian genealogy is difficult, and I'm pretty sure you know that already. But we're trying to get more and more records from other countries, and including Asia as well. In fact, there is a feature which I'm not sure if it's still available, but I know things are going to change in the upcoming months that will allow you to search by a specific location in the catalog, and you can actually use that for free from home, actually, the catalog, and you can see what records we have for Asia. Mary, the answer will be pretty much the same for you. Are there any record from the 16 and 1700s? Yes, and even from the 1500s. Now, don't expect them to be in the thousands or billions, for sure. When we're talking about very early in time, there were not as many records as we want. But yes, we do have old records, mostly from Spain, Portugal, a few from the United States as well. I have seen there, and from Europe as well. There is also, again, in the catalog, a feature that will allow you to search or to filter the records by years or by decades. So you can see more or less what we have there. Okay. Again, let me put you here the URL and the reminder to contact your EBSCO representative. It's very easy. I made that URL as easy as I could. bit.ly / MyHeritage Library Webinar. Okay, so that is all what you need to get prices, to get even a trial, and to have this available to your patrons. How do we access the collection catalog info if using the library edition? Yes, Donna, I did mention that is not available yet on the library edition, but I also said that that is going to change very soon. So hopefully you will be able to access it very soon. Isn't remote access to library edition available all the time? Is asking Judy. Well, yes, MyHeritage offers you all the time. MyHeritage actually is the only genealogy database that offers you remote access all the time. Right now, I know that other companies have opened temporarily that access from home just because all what is going on in the world today. But I can tell you that that also it's not going to be forever. The only one offering you the option for remote access is MyHeritage. I'm seeing here people saying that the bit.ly is not working. I can assure you, I just tried it on my browser and it is working. Make sure you don't add www before the bit.ly. Just copy and paste it from the chat or from the email that you will receive, paste it on your browser, and it will work there with no problem. You know what? You don't need to trust me. Let me show it to you. You see there, bit.ly / MyHeritage Library Webinar. I'm going to press enter, and this is the page that you should be looking for in the browser. Okay, Judy? Excellent. Any other questions? Any other comments? Questions going once? Going twice? Okay, so I understand there's no more questions, and I know for sure as soon as we close the webinar, you're going to remember that question. Feel free to use the email address that you received to confirm about this webinar to communicate with me. Feel free to use the friends.myheritage.com to register and to be part of and it's not the company, it's Daniel Horowitz list of VIPs. So I will keep you posted on new collections and new things coming up to MyHeritage. Please take very good care of yourself and your family, and I really hope we can all go back to our working place very soon. In the meantime, have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, everybody.